Grand Rising, my beautiful Tastefood family. How's it going today, you guys? I hope y'all are waking up feeling good, feeling great, feeling amazing, okay? If you're not, I pray you find ease and tapping into that energy, okay? In real life, you guys, it has been a struggle, okay? Like things like I could either... It's all about the lenses, okay? It literally is. Everything is technically happening in the way that it's supposed to. I feel like, you know, things are most definitely happening. Things are around me that could discourage me if I allow it to discourage me. But, you know, I feel like really when you're at these faith tester moments, this is where the conditioning comes in, okay? Those small affirmations that you tell yourself every day, the things that you taking taking into your own responsibility to keep around you, like the things that I follow, especially on this account, like my Taste of Divinity account, all positive things, all things that helps me move forward, all things that present strength, okay? So it's like, since I, you know, focus on conditioning myself in that manner when I am at these obstacles, you know, there is an old way of handling the obstacles that does present itself, which is for me is stressing the out, okay? And then there is the new way that I'm still transforming into and embracing, and I'm intentionally conditioning and consciously showing up as until it's unconscious, and that way was helping me move forward, okay? So it's very uncomfortable because, you know, the old way of doing things, it is there, okay? That's the stress, that's the prone, that's the shutting things down, that's shutting down, that's allowing for all this stuff to make me feel overwhelmed and for me to feel like I'm never doing enough, et cetera, et cetera. And that's just from old conditioning, you guys. Like literally, I graduated with a motherfucking 4.3 GPA, top 10 percentile in my class at a charter school. And I've never heard I'm proud of you. I never heard like keep going. I never heard you're doing a good job. Okay, so it's like even when I am legit excelling, like it's so hard for me to like tell myself that I'm doing good, okay? It's just hard for me to feel okay with the work that I put out, the work that I do, and I get discouraged sometimes. Like I get discouraged, okay? I'm like, am I really doing enough? You feel me? And sourcing from that type of energy makes it difficult to continue to move forward, okay? So mentally, I'm aware of this, okay? I am aware of this, okay? So I'm just like, okay, I have to legit understand the work that I'm already doing. I have to understand that I'm doing a really good job despite the obstacles that are set against me, despite my own conditioning, despite my own background, like despite, you know, honestly being my only motivating force, you know, like technically like right now, like I'm doing a really good job. No one's telling me I have to do this shit, okay? No one's telling me I have to show up. No one's telling me to do these daily videos. No one's telling me to be here for my community. No one's telling me to develop myself. No one's telling me to go the extra mile. I'm telling myself that, you know? So like all of these things are really good, you feel me? And I think like for the past 3 days, I've been wanting to slack even on this. I'm like, oh my God, I don't feel like it, man. Even like when I tell you I have positive affirmations going on behind y'all, because it's like I really want y'all to feel good too. I want y'all to be on this level always. I want y'all to be on this journey with me. I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna play those affirmations today. They ain't gonna notice, because you know it is low for y'all not to really hear, because I want to attack y'all subconscious. And I'm just like, no, Tasty, the moment you slack on one thing, okay, you're gonna start getting in that habit, and that's not a habit you wish to develop. You never know when your video is going to fall into the right person's path. And so you don't ever want to slack. Hey, Tonka baby, look at my precious baby. Look at him so cute. You don't ever want to slack on the work that you're doing, okay? Like, so if anything, you want to always add on to it, okay? So I just want to let y'all know that even through these obstacles, the conditioning, the things, the affirmations we say every day, that's when you really want to use that shit, okay? It's easy to say all of these beautiful things and to feel good when you're not in the midst of a battle, okay? But literally you're doing those things to prep yourself for the battle, okay? So let's go ahead and list our 6 core beliefs. If you're new here, take the time to write out your 6 core beliefs. He loves me so much. He loves me so much. I feel like what my biggest struggle is, and I might end up adding this as a core belief for myself, everything's working out in my favor, you guys. Like literally everything's working out in my favor. It's so hard for me to believe that everything is working out for my greater good. He likes to bark at the bubbles. Okay, but let's go ahead and read our source 6 core beliefs, you guys. If you are new here, take the time to do it. We like to say these every single day and feel it to make it easier to retrieve that energy. Okay, so if you're new here, most definitely take the time to do so. If you can take a minute of your time to invest in writing or saying these 6 core beliefs every single day, and that's the only thing that you did, I promise you will be in a much better position by the end of this year. Okay, all right, so number 1, the me that I see is all that I desire to be. Ashe. Number 2, I don't have to worry about others achieving their goals. It is not my responsibility. Ashe. Number 3, it's okay for me to say I don't have the energy to be here for others. Ashe. Number 4, I am more than enough in all of my stages. Ashe. Number 5, I am certified through spirit to live a limitless life. Ashe. Number 6, I am loving everything that I do. I feel it, I embrace it, I am it. I just love these so much for me personally, y'all, because I really do be overextending myself for others, and I love being here. Love being here for others, but it's just like sometimes it gets so overwhelming. And the lesson that I've had to learn multiple times in the past is I would overextend myself for other people, sacrifice things for other people just to be left with nothing, and all the people who I've helped aren't even around. I have to continuously rebuild myself up when I've overextended myself to other people, and I'm like, I don't want that to happen in this stage. So when people come to me, I have to say no. I have to be like, I can't do this for you, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. They may be disappointed. They may feel like I genuinely don't love them, but I'm coming from a place of love. I'm coming from a place of self-love, okay? I feel like I've given so much to people. I need to at least dedicate a year of giving to myself fully. At least, okay? Like, I know in my heart and my soul, I'm doing this. I'm even giving to myself so that I can be able to give to others more, okay? So it's like me being able to say these things really do help me, because you may be disappointed I'm not here for you, but I'm beating myself up too that I'm not able to be here for you too, okay? The way that I truly want to, okay? And that's not even healthy for me, because that's also slowing things up for myself. I have to tell myself it's okay. It's okay for me to be here for myself. It's okay that I don't have the energy to be here for you, okay? Because I wouldn't want you to say, I won't even allow you to. I would not even allow for you to sacrifice for me. I want you to make sure you're straight, okay? And I'm gonna do the same. I promise. I'm gonna do my work. I'm gonna keep up, okay? So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Gonna start with a positive affirmation card. All right, thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. Thank you so much for allowing for me to release ego with all of my readings. I truly appreciate you for only allowing for high vibrating energies and entities in this space, those with our highest intentions in mind. All right, so what positive affirmation card you like to start the collective off with? Ooh, that came out. That came out fast. They said, every thought I think is creating my future. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. I absolutely love this. It's just like whatever you believe to be true is true, okay? So for me personally, it's like I no longer want to believe that I have to sacrifice to be stable in my life. I no longer want to believe that I have to be unhappy in order to live my life. Like, I don't want to do that shit no more. I do want peace. I want harmony. I want balance, okay? And I want to express that in my world, okay? I don't want to feel like I have to sacrifice my happiness in order to just like have all of my bills paid and stuff like that. Like, I want to live, baby. I want to come from an abundant mindset. That's the choices, those are the thoughts that I want to adopt to, okay? So every thought I think is creating my reality. All right, so let's see what I am affirmation cards we have for us. Okay, so we have I am worthy. It says I am enough and I am worthy of receiving everything that I desire. Asha, 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 asha. I do not need to prove myself to those who would seek to diminish me. I am worthy. This is very beautiful, you guys, because this is how you don't get manipulated, okay? For people who are genuinely here for your highest good and your greatest good, they will not get upset if you can't be here for them. They will not get upset if you are focusing on yourself. They will not get upset if you're doing the things that you need to do to be at peace, to get your life and your reality the way that you want it to, okay? Because they also understand how difficult this shit is, okay? Like in real life. So this is just like I am enough. And I am worthy of receiving everything that I desire, all the abundance, okay? And so it's just like, you don't have to prove that you're here for people. You don't have to prove that you're a good person. You don't have to prove that you're a good friend. You don't have to prove shit, okay? You don't, okay? I feel like if someone is trying to make you prove something to them, that ain't even worth your energy, baby. It's like, what? Why would I do that? That would be like, you know, Beyonce trying to prove that she's Beyonce to somebody. Like, you don't see me, you just don't see me. That's not my problem, okay? All right, so let's see what energy you should focus on to help you positively move forward today. Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you. What energy should the collective focus on to help you positively move forward today? Show me clearly, please. All right, so we have the Three of Cups and we have the Hanged One. So the Hanged One just talks about your own self-care routines. It talks about your perspective during difficult times, during those slow moments, during those resting periods, during those plateau moments, okay? So when things aren't really progressing the way that you feel like they should, really this is like a momentum building moment right here, okay? It's like your perspective is everything. That Three of Cups talks about staying in high vibrations, getting connected with your soul tribe, people who are close to you, etc., etc. I'm getting heavy celebrate, okay? Making sure you have a perspective of celebration, and that's what's going to help you, especially when it comes to your own self-care routines, doing what you feel like you deserve to do, okay? Technically, baby, like if it was really up to me, I want a motherfucking massage at least once a month or something, you feel me? Like I want to go to a spa or something. Like I want to, baby, top tier over here. What are you saying? I'm a goddess in the flesh, okay? Like I want goddess energy and goddess treatment, okay? So I feel like with this Nine of Swords here, I do feel like this is a lot. These are the thoughts, okay? The Nine of Swords just talks about restless nights. You just thinking about things that are self-imposed thinking is kind of keeping you up at night. And I do feel like it does have a lot to do with your own independence and your own stability, your own self-sufficiency. Yeah. Look at that, we got the Empress, we got the Empress card right here, y'all. The Empress, highest ranking card in the deck. The Four of Wands talks about stability, home life, career life, relationships, etc., etc. Empress, highest ranking card in the deck. It's all about love, okay? The only thing that's really like is throwing me off is this Nine of Pentacles, or the Nine of Swords next to the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So it's like the swords. It's like you just have to have a positive perspective about the things that you're growing in your life. It would be like if you saw like a brown part of a leaf on a plant, you would just cut it off, okay? You wouldn't start crying about it. You wouldn't think that the plant is dead. You would just understand that is something that needs to cut off, that needs to be cut off, or else the entire plant will die, okay? So you're looking at your life in that manner. Don't overstress or overthink about things to where you can't take actions and it's keeping you up at night and it's making you more stagnant. You want to make sure your thoughts are also helping you progress in life as well, okay? So if you see something needs to be cut off, just cut it off, okay? The way things are growing around you, you don't like the way something's growing around you, see what alterations you can make, okay? More times than not, it is just your perspective, okay? Because literally things, especially if you're doing the work, things are falling into place for you, okay? So the action step today is just making sure you have a perspective of celebration, a perspective of a perspective of staying in high vibrations, or perspective of being in celebration when it comes to even those plateau moments, okay? Like where it's just like I'm not seeing all the results that I want to see. I'm not seeing things growing the way that I wanted to see, that I wanted to grow, but you don't understand energetically the things that are happening for you energetically, okay? I would look up a bamboo. My friend always tells me this analogy, and it helps me every time. Before a bamboo sprouts out, they grow their roots deep in the ground for a few years, okay? And it takes a minute for them to actually sprout, but when it actually starts sprouting, it does so at a very exponential rate, okay? It's because they took the moment to really get deeply grounded within themselves, so that it doesn't matter what happens, they're going to always stay connected to source, stay connected to their own independence, stay connected to themselves, okay? So just understand that things may not be moving around you in the physical as fast as you want, because you have to make sure you are mentally equipped to handle those things when they're actually here, that you won't lose yourself, okay, and other people's images and etc., okay? So I love y'all so very much, okay? Remember, we're always lit. We're always lit over here, okay? We're always growing. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. Protect your peace. Do not let these hoes get you outside yourself, okay? Toodles.